All right, welcome back to another Yaya tabletop baseball game. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I am the designer and creator of Yaya Baseball. And in this game, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. This is going to be version 3. So this is sort of my first official game with version 3. And this game is going to be between Milwaukee and St. Louis. This was actually played September 28th of 2021, so last year. What I've gone through that's a little bit different is before I was just sort of adding the different ratings to whoever I wanted to. I could just choose, which is a fun way to play. But in this one, I actually went through the 2021 season. I rated all of the players with either a star, a diamond, or a circle, and also a money sign. Now, what do those mean? The star is a star player. That's any player with a 370 or greater WOBA, so weighted on base average. And the diamond is anyone who had 30 or more home runs. And then the the dot is using a metric. It's a value metric on Fangraphs called defense, and essentially it's defensive runs above average, which factors in both fielding runs above average, which is just their raw defensive sort of metric using, I believe they use UZR for that. And then it also adds in a positional adjustment. So this is actually, the easier the position is to play, the better you have to be to get a higher score. So that's going to come into play. And Harrison Bader and Narvaez, the catcher for Milwaukee, are the only two who have that. And you can see here, we have these listed. Part of our special plays. So for a star, you get to re-roll 1 to 5 dice for a bigger hit. So very similar to a Yahtzee roll, where you can choose to sort of upgrade, or you can, if you just need one for that full house, you can roll that 1 die, or you can pick up all of them and roll again. So kind of a cool little action that you can get for some of the better hitters to sort of upgrade their hitting in the game. You can see for a diamond, you roll 1 die to complete the large straight, so that's over here for the small straight, and you can roll 1 to complete the large straight for the home run. And for the dots, the error, you have an error only on a 4 of a kind. So typically, errors happen this way. On a full house, a batter or a fielder makes an error. But for these special players with the dots, only a 4 of a kind. So that drops their error potential, I guess, from about 4% to about 2%. So it cuts their error potential in half, which is what you would expect. A defensive runs above average is a 10 or more. That's who gets these dots. And there are only a handful of players in the league who get the dot. So there aren't that many, probably less than 20, who actually got rated for that. So that's purely a defensive metric, and that's how we roll with that. The dollar sign here means that Woodruff is a money pitcher. And what is a money pitcher? A money pitcher is a guy you give it to, and they're the best of the best. So that's anyone with a 3.50 FIP or less, or smaller, I guess. So from 0 to 3.5. Anybody above 3.5, which Wainwright is just not too much above that, but a little bit. He does not get the money designation, and the difference is that for the money pitcher, they get to use the cancel die on any hits. The other pitcher is just at the mercy of a hit. So trying to think of ways to bring some differentiation into the game between different players, make it so that there's a reason to bring in pitchers and a reason to bring in particular pitchers over others, as well as players coming off the bench. So that is the setup. And we have our 5 die, or dice, and we have our cancel die. Now the cancel die is also used on defense, and that's used for every team. Doesn't matter for the defense. I've gone ahead and redone the look a little bit, taken away some text up here and redone a little bit of the look down here. And the backside is largely the same with our advanced play guide. So we have all of our steals, extra bases, tag ups, squeeze play if you get into a squeeze situation, or rundown if that should come up. So all of those are available on the advanced gameplay chart. You can also play, I don't think I've ever pointed this out, but you can also play just with basics. So you can see here, if you roll a full house, it's a double. If you roll a 3 of a kind, it's a single. Anything else, you're going to go off the chance here. So you can just roll a basic game where you don't have to sort of play through some of the more advanced parts of the game. And that might be fun as well. All right. Well, this is Milwaukee at St. Louis. This is the end of the season last year. And let's see, everything looks okay to me. So let's get started here with the game. Leading off for Milwaukee is going to be Colton Wong, and then it'll be Narvaez, and followed by Yelich, who is batting in the 3-hole. You can see here these numbers out to the side. These are innings pitched, so average innings pitched for each pitcher. Woodruff 6, Wainwright 7, and we'll see how the game goes. If I want to stick with that, I stuck by that pretty hard in maybe the last one that I did. So we'll see about how that plays out. I prefer batters faced to innings pitched, but this was just sort of a quick and dirty way. I'm really testing this out to see if this is if I can create some roster sheets with different years, and also the modifiers right on the roster sheets, so you'll have the entire league. So that's where this is going, and we'll see how this all plays out. Hopefully it's enjoyable. I felt like the game that I played before had a better flow to it. Felt a little bit more realistic. It wasn't 2-1 or 1-0 in extra innings. It had some run scoring because home runs weren't always being taken away, although there's opportunities for good pitchers like this, great pitchers. This is, really good to great, a 3.50 FIP. Especially in today's game, there aren't that many pitchers who actually have that low of a FIP. So, and a lot of relievers, not too many starters. So let's kick it off here. This is going to be Adam Wainwright against Brandon Woodruff. Brewers at the Cardinals, and Wainwright will be facing Wong, Narvaez, and Yelich. So here's the first at bat of the day. It is Colton Wong. Wong, 3-4-5, nothing there, so that's 10, 18, 21, and that's going to be a strikeout for Adam Wainwright as he gets it going with a K. Narvaez up for Milwaukee. And a couple pair there, doesn't net you very much, so that's going to be 14, 15. 15 is a fly ball to center field. That's going to be a can of corn. Remember that it takes a 4 of a kind for him to make an error. And so this normally would be an error on Bader, but because our center fielder here has his special rating, that's going to be a fly out. So it does come into play. It's good to know. This is the first chance of really trying it out. You can tell I'm a little giddy with that, and it's going to be the same thing. That's going to be a 15. Again, fly out to center field. Let's check them. No 4 of a kind, and it's going to be 2 flyouts in a row. So that's 1, 2, 3. Go Milwaukee in the top of the first. Go to the bottom of the first. It's going to be St. Louis. It'll be Tommy Edmund, Goldschmidt, and O'Neill, Tyler O'Neill. You can see that Goldschmidt and O'Neill both have power and a star rating. So that means a 370 WOBA at least. And they've hit 30 home runs. Also Arenado in there with 30 plus home runs as well. So something like 35, I think, is what he hit last year. So 1, 2, 3, Edmund, Goldschmidt, O'Neill. And this is Tommy Edmund leading off for the Cardinals. Nothing happening here. It's going to be 10, 16, 19, 20. 20 is a ground ball to the first baseman. Let's check the error on the first baseman. That is Vogelbach, the big man. No error on the play, and he's going to flip it to the pitcher covering. Woodruff steps on first, and that's going to be the first out of the game. Brings up Goldschmidt. There is a 3 of a kind there for Goldschmidt. We're facing Woodruff, who's a money pitcher, so he gets to roll the cancel die on a hit. So a 4 would normally be, or 3 4s would normally be a single with an error check. Let's go ahead and roll that. It was destined for a 2, even when I dropped it. So that's going to be a single with an error check. And so let's check the error and see if there's an error in the outfield. And there is not. So Goldsmith is aboard with a base knock. Goldsmith's a pretty good base runner, so let's try to steal second with him. All we need is a 2 of a kind, and we get it here with our 5s. And let's roll our cancel die, see if that gets canceled. It does not. So Goldsmith is going to be in there with the stolen base. Brings up Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill had a big year last year. And almost something here, so that's 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 5 is 15. That will be a fly ball to center field. And let's check the error on that play, no error. So that's going to be a fly out to the center fielder. That'll be out number 2. Runner holds at second and brings up Nolan Arenado. Arenado with a power number, but no star rating. So that's going to be a potential walk. 3 6s is a potential walk, and so let's get. And really, I didn't even play those stars, did I? I should have done that. It's going to take me a bit to remember that. No cancellation on the walk. For a star rating, I can re-roll. I just totally blank on that because I used to have it that you would only roll 1 to get a 4 of a kind instead of a 3 of a kind. So I have to remember that. First and second now for the Cardinals, it'll be Dylan Carlson, young right fielder. That's a 2, 3, 4, and nothing else. So 12, 15, 17, 21. That's going to be a strikeout. And Brandon Woodruff strikes out Carlson to end the inning and to end the threat. So no runs on 1 hit, 2 left on for the Cardinals. And there's no stars up here, so I just have to remember that with these 2. Okay, for top of the second, it'll be Adam Wainwright against Garcia, Vogelbach, and Urias. This is Adolis Garcia. Almost a full house there, but not quite. So it's going to be 4, 6, 9, and he's going to be on with an error. Don't know who it was. So that's an error for on St. Louis. So runner at first, and let's go ahead and try to steal second there. And we get a pair here, and let's see if the catcher Kinsner throws him out. He doesn't, and so that's going to be a steal for Garcia. Vogelbach stands in, runner at first, and nobody out. So 4, 5, 6. Nothing there, so 12. So 10, 16, 17 plus 5 is 22. That'll be a strikeout. That'll be out number 1. Brings up Urias, the shortstop. Runner on second and 1 out. We get a 3 of a kind here, and that is a single to left field. Wainwright doesn't have a money icon, so we just have to take the hits as they come. So that's going to be a base knock to left. And that's going to push the runner to third. Let's go ahead and try to score the run from third. All we need is a pair. And instead we get a 3 of a kind. So taking an extra base, a 3 of a kind, the lead runner is safe. And the other runners advance 1 base. So lead runner is going to be safe at home. And Urias sneaks in on the fielder's choice. So it's going to go on the single, and I believe that's how you score that. If that's not how you score it, someone should let me know. I don't think it's a double. I think he gets to second because of the throw, which that's how I'm going to play it. All right, so runner at second base and 1 out. 1 run already in, Milwaukee with the 1-0 lead. And that brings up Jace Peterson, and he's going to single to left field. So that's going to be a base knock. Let's try to bring in Urias and see. We do have a pair here We have a 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Is there something with a small straight error on the throw, and all the runners advance one base? So he is coming home to score. There's an error on the throw, so he scores on the error. All the runners advance one base on the error on the throw. So that's going to be a well, we don't know if it's an error on the throw or not. We just know that it's an error. So he's going to score on the error, and then the Peterson goes to second on the error. So 2-0 now. 1 out, and runner at second base again. This is for Tyron Taylor, I think is his name. Not too familiar with the Milwaukee from last year. So what do we have? We have 10, 22. 22 is going to be a strikeout. And that'll be out number 2. So 2 down. Woodruff at the plate, and he will be hitting with the runner at second base. Nothing here, so 9, 10, plus 4 is 14. 14 is a fly ball to left field. No error on the left fielder, so that's going to be a fly out to left. O'Neill puts it away for out number 3, and Milwaukee gets 2 in the top of the second inning on 2 hits. They leave 1 at third, and let's go to the bottom of the second. Be Bader, DeYoung, and Kinsner, the catcher. Wainwright is a pitcher. Okay, so they'll be facing off against Brandon Woodruff. Woodruff goes out there into the second inning with a 2-0 lead, and this is going to be a full house, so that's a potential for something. Woodruff is a money pitcher, so let's see if he negates anything. He doesn't. That's going to be 1s over 6s, which is a bloop double for Harrison Bader as he gets in there. Sliding head first, and he'll be safe with the double, so nobody out, and Bader at second base. DeYoung is up. It's going to be almost, but not quite. So 6, 10, 14, 16 is going to be a fly ball to the right fielder. No error on the play. So fly out to right. Let's go ahead and try to tag up with Bader. Seems deep enough. He needs a 2 of a count. Well, what's he got? 3, 4, 5, 6. What do we have with the tag up? So we're tagging up. A 3, 4, 5, 6 is an error on the throw, so he makes it safe on the throw. And I'm just making sure that I'm doing this right. 3, 4, 5, 6. A small straight error on the throw. All runners advance one base. So that's an error on the throw, and he's going to get a one base advance. So he is actually going to score on the error as the right fielder Garcia airmails it to third. Gets past the third baseman. Bader quickly gets up and scoots home for the game tying, or actually the first run of the series, the first run of the game for St. Louis. So my mouth is trying to go too fast here. So it'd be Kinsler to the plate, nobody on, and 1 out. And here is the catcher for the Cardinals. A whole lot of nothing here. So 12, 14, 16, 20. 20 is going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. And let's check out Vogelbach's play. He makes the play at first. No problem. He's going to take it 3 unassisted there. So 2 down in the bottom of the second inning. 2-1 Milwaukee over St. Louis. That's a 21. 21 is going to be a strikeout, and Woodruff gets Wainwright with the K. Ends the inning, but St. Louis does get 1 back as they cut the lead in half. They're down 2-1 as we go into the top of the third inning. Be back to the top of the order for Milwaukee, and that is Wong, Narvaez, and Yelich against Adam Wainwright. Not much going on there, so that's going to be, what is that, 10, 18 plus 6 is 24, and 24 is going to be a strikeout looking. So Wainwright gets Wong, for out number 1. That's his second K of the day. Narvaez flied out to center field his last time at bat. He's not going to get much here. That's going to be 12, 17, plus 4 is 21, and that's back-to-back strikeouts for Adam Wainwright. So 2 down in the inning, and Christian Yelich to the plate. He flied out also to center field in his first at bat. 2, 3, 5, 6, nothing there. So 11, 14, 16, 17, 19, I'm sorry. And that'll be a ground ball to the third baseman, Arenado. He makes the play over to the first baseman, Goldschmidt, and that'll be the third out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down. Go Milwaukee in the top of the third. Go to the bottom of the third. Still 2-1 Brew Crew over the Cardinals, and back to the top of the order for the Cardinals. Tommy Edmund playing second in this game, and he grounded back to the pitcher in his first at bat. Nothing here, so that's going to be 9, 10, plus 6 is 16, and 16 is a fly ball to right field. So let's check the right fielder. That's Garcia. 1, 2, 3, so nothing there. So that's going to be fly ball to right. That'll be out number 1. Edmund 0 for 2 on the day. Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt reserves the right to re-roll 1 to 5 dice for a bigger hit because he is a star player. So let's keep that in mind as we have a 3 of a kind. And let's roll these 2. Let's see what happens. Whole lot of nothing there. So 2s is going to be a single to center field, although they are facing a money pitcher. So let's see, nothing happens there. So that's going to be a base knock for Goldschmidt. He's 2 for 2 on the day, and why not? Let's just go ahead and try to steal again. That's a 3 of a kind on the steal. 3 of a kind, lead runner safe, other runner safe, so same as a stolen base. Actually, I'm speaking too quickly. Did we get him? Did not get him, so that is going to be a steal. So a single and 2 singles, 2 steals for Goldschmidt. And that brings up Tyler O'Neill. So we got some 2s and 3s here. Let's go for the full house or for 3 of a kind. And we do get the full house. So that's going to be 2s over 3s. And because we're facing Wainwright, get an opportunity to cancel that out. And that does cancel those out. So we left with 2s. And that's going to be a single to center field. Let's go ahead and try to score Goldschmidt. Good speed at second base. And that's going to be a pair, which is potentially a score. Let's see if they get him on the throw. They don't. And that's going to be an RBI single for O'Neill as he brings home Goldschmidt on the knock up the middle. 2-2 now. That ties the ball game. And a good one here in St. Louis. Bottom of the third, 2-2. Nolan Arenado up. 1 out and a runner at first base. 2, 3, 4. Needed that 5. Didn't get it. And so that's going to be really nothing there. So that's 10, 15, 19 is a grounder to the third baseman. With 1 out and a runner at first, we need to go ahead and roll for the double play. So on our sheet, when we roll for the double play, a 2 of a kind is going to be a double play. Lead runner and the batter are out. And a 4 of a kind means there is a force out at second and an overthrow at first. So the batter is going to take second base. So let's see. It's a bad roll. Got one off the table there. Okay. So we do get our 2 of a kind. So that's going to be a double play to what was it? It was 5 to 4 to 3. So that's out number 2. Out number 3, and Arenado ends the inning with the double play. Hit into a double play, but St. Louis does scratch back into it, gets another run, ties it at 2. 1 run on 2 hits, and nobody left on. We head to the top of the 4th, and it's Adam Wainwright against Garcia, Vogelbach, and Urias. We got 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be a small straight. Nothing here. So that's going to be a strikeout for Garcia. That's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strikeout number 6 for Wainwright. Brings up Vogelbach. He struck out in his first at bat. 6s and 4s, which isn't much of anything. It's a 25. A 25 is actually going to be a hit by pitch. So Vogelbach gets on first with a hit by pitch. We'll keep him there. It's going to be Urias to the plate. Urias with a single and a run scored in his last at bat. 4, 5, nothing there. So 6, 7, 9, 13. 13 is going to be a grounder to short. Let's check for the double play. We get a 3 of a kind. And on a double play, there's nothing for a 3 of a kind, so we're going to call that a fielder's choice. We're going to go 6-4 on the putout, so Vogelbach is out at second. Urias will be safe at first with a 6-4 fielder's choice. And we have a runner at, let's go ahead and try to steal Urias. Send him to second, see if he makes it. We got a pair here. We have a 3, 4, 5, 6 actually. What do we get with that? For a steal on a small straight, there's an error on the throw and all runners advance 1 base. So you can see we have our small straight here. Actually, let's try to break that up if we can. So we got a throw still, and it may not be an error. If we hit on any of these, then that's going to be out on the steal. If it is a 1 or a 2, then we'll read off of the steal card. It is a 3, so that negates that. That's going to be a stolen or caught stealing. A little convoluted, but hopefully after you sort of get the concept of it. And this game is in development, so if you have any ideas about how to make that a little less convoluted, just let me know. I'm all ears. So that was no runs, no hits for Milwaukee as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, and it's going to be St. Louis sending up Carlson, Bader, and DeYoung against Brandon Woodruff. So almost a full house there. So it's going to be 8, 10, 15. 15 is going to be a fly ball to center field. Just check the error on that. No error. Almost though. But no error. Fly ball, little can of corn out to center field, and Taylor puts it away for out number 1. Brings Harrison Bader to the plate. Bader is 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That's a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6, and that's going to be a small straight, but he doesn't have any sort of power numbers, so that's going to be a strikeout for him. And that'll be out number 2. That's strikeout number 3 on the day for Brandon Woodruff, who's given up a couple of runs, but for the most part, the pitching's been decent in this one. Nothing going on here, so it's going to be 11, 12, plus 4 is 16. 16 is going to be a fly ball to right field. No error on the play, and that's going to end it for St. Louis in the bottom of the 4th. As they go 1, 2, 3, Woodruff sits them down, and we go to the top of the 5th. Be the bottom of the order for Milwaukee, be Jace Peterson, Taylor, and Woodruff, and against Wainwright. So good NL Central matchup here. We got that was a 2, so a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Peterson doesn't have anything, so that small straight is going to be yet another strikeout for Adam Wainwright. Brings up Taylor, the center fielder. Nothing there, almost a full house. You get a lot of almost in this game, but not quite. So 10, 18, 20. 20 is going to be a grounder to the first baseman, Goldsmith. And Goldschmidt will make the play. That's going to be 3-1 on the putout as he throws to Wainwright covering. Plenty of time. And Woodruff stands in. We got 3 2s here, and that's going to be a base knock right up the middle for Brandon Woodruff. He's on with 2 outs, and Colton Wong of the strikeout Wongs. He's got 2 Ks on the day. We have a 2, 3, 4, 5, and that looks like, to me, yet another K. So 3 Ks in a row for Colton Wong. 3 at-bats, 3 strikeouts. I believe he's got the golden sombrero. All right, so that's going to be the end of the inning. And no runs on 1 hit and 1 left on for Milwaukee. And that's going to be... who's coming up? Kinsner, Wainwright, and then back to the top of the order with Tommy Edman. Kinsner grounded out to Vogelbach his first time up. So there's a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. And he has no special marking, so here. So that's going to be a strikeout. Out number 1. And we head to Wainwright, the pitcher. 3s and 5s, but nothing else. So that's going to be 10. 16 plus 6 is 22. That'll be another K. 2 down in the 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. So I'm just checking something here real quick. And that's going to be a 3 of a kind. That is for Edmund, facing off against Woodruff, who gets the chance to roll the cancel die. Doesn't matter. And that'll be a sharp single to left field for Tommy Edmund. So Edmund at first, let's try to steal and get him in scoring position for Goldschmidt. And that's going to be a 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind should be a steal. It is. Lead runner is safe. And runner in scoring position now. Oh, we didn't roll on that. That was a 4, so he is safe officially. And runner at second base with 2 outs. 2 outs in the inning. And let's see if Goldsmith can cause some damage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And of course, look at that. That is a home run chance. So a large straight right off of the roll. Didn't even have to do anything here. And this is mano a mano. So let's see if Woodruff can prevent it. So if it's a 1, we got a home run. If it's anything else, it's going to be a chance roll. And it is a 1, and that's going to be a deep drive to deep center field. And everything is deep. And that's going to be a 2-run bomb for Paul Goldschmidt. So 2 runs on the board. And that will give St. Louis the lead. It's going to be 4-2 now over Milwaukee as the St. Louis faithful are going nuts. 2 on and nobody out. Tyler O'Neill to the plate and nothing here. So it'll be 10, 13, 19 is going to be a grounder to the third baseman. Third baseman is Jace Peterson, and he'll make the play over to first, but not before all the damage is done. 2-run home run from Paul Goldschmidt gives the Cardinals the lead, 4-2, and that's 2 runs on 2 hits, nobody left on. Wainwright will be facing off against Narvaez, Yelich, and Garcia. Woodruff can potentially go 1 more inning. Let's see how things go for that. And this is going to be almost a full house, so 10, 12, 14. 14 is going to be a fly ball to the left fielder. Excuse me. Didn't mean to do that in your ear. Left fielder is O'Neill, and he'll make the play for out number 1. Brings up Christian Yelich. Yelich has been quiet in this game with a fly ball and a ground ball. Still quiet here. It's going to be 10, 14, 15. 15 is a fly ball to center field, and it's going to be Bader, and it requires a 4 of a kind in order to make an out, or to make an error. So Bader makes the play. Good outfielder. And that'll bring up Adolis Garcia. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a potential. Actually, it's not even potential. This is reality. Adolis Garcia with the jack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wainwright can't do anything about it, and that's going to be Bombzola for Garcia, and that gets Milwaukee right back in the game. 4-3 now with Daniel Vogelbach coming up. Vogelbach 0 for 1. Strikeout. He got hit by pitch. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to add yet another strikeout to the count for Adam Wainwright. But with 2 outs, Garcia goes bombs, and that's going to be 1 run on 1 hit for Milwaukee, and they are down 4-3. And we have Nolan Arenado siding with Carlson and Bader, and they'll be facing off against Woodruff in the 6th inning. Let's see if Woodruff can get through this last inning. That's going to be 3 5s for Arenado, and he has a power rating, which doesn't play into here, but let's see if Woodruff can deny him the single. He cannot, and so that's going to be a base knock, and that is a single, and if there were runners on base, they would all get an extra base, but no runners on base. So let's try to steal second with Nolan. And he has a 2 of a kind here. So what we have to do when we have two of a kinds, 2 pairs, is we need to choose which one we want to keep, and then we're going to roll against it for the stolen base. We're going to keep the 3s. So let's roll against the 3s. Oh, and he gets caught stealing with the catcher throw. Tough one. That's a tough one for the Cardinals, as they still carry a 4-3 lead, and Carlson, the right fielder, stands in. That's going to be 3 4s, and let's see what Woodruff can do. He cancels that one out. So that knocks it down to just a chance roll. That's going to be 12, 14, 20, and that'll be a grounder to the first baseman. Vogelbach makes the play. 3-1 over to first. This is first out, second out. And tough luck in this inning for the Cardinals, as they've had some wipeouts here. So Harrison Bader to the plate, 2 down, nobody on, and he is 1 for 2 on the day. There's a 1, 2, 3, and we're missing the 4. So that'll be 11, 12, 14, 17. 17 is going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Second baseman is Colton Wong. Let's see, we don't need that one. Let's roll again. Second baseman is Colton Wong, and he'll make the play over to first. So 4-3 on the putout. No runs on 1 hit, and nobody left on for St. Louis. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Wainwright is entering his final inning of work, and Woodruff is officially done. Maybe we can get a pinch hitter down here. So that's going to be a 4-3 lead for St. Louis as we head to the top of the 7th. Wainwright will be facing off against Urias, Peterson, and Taylor for the Brew Crew. So here's 3 4s. Nothing Wainwright can do about that, and that's going to be a base knock with an error check for Urias. Urias 2 singles on the day, and let's do an error check on there. No error on the play, so that's going to be a knock, and Urias will stay at first as the outfield gets it back in. So runner at first, let's try to steal. He got caught stealing back in the 1, 2, 3, 4th inning. We get a pair here, and so let's see. Doesn't get caught this time as he makes it safely into second base. And so runner in scoring position now with nobody out for Jace Peterson. There's a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. And against Wainwright, he can't do a daggum thing about it. And that's going to be a home run for Jace Peterson as he levels up, crushes one down the right field line. And that's going to be a 2-run bomb. And that gives, all of a sudden, Milwaukee the lead as they have a 5-4 lead in the top of the 7th inning. So Wainwright, one too many batters, looks like. Nobody out. Taylor is in, and that's going to be a chance at a walk. And it will be a walk, and looks like that's going to be the end of the line for Wainwright as he loses the lead, and we're going to take him out of the game. All right, new pitcher for St. Louis is going to be Luis Garcia. Garcia is a money pitcher, and he's going to try to come in and clean up the mess. Nobody on and 1 out, or 1 on and nobody out. 2 runs already in for Milwaukee, and it's going to be the pitcher Woodruff. Let's go ahead and get a pinch hitter for him. Okay, pinch hitter is going to be Lorenzo King coming off the bench. He'll be facing off against Luis Garcia. Nothing here. of note. So that's going to be 12 plus 6 is 18, 19. And 19 is going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. Arenado is up with it. And over to, or actually, we should roll for the double play, huh? That's what we should do. So let's roll for the double play. All we need is a 2 of a kind. And we don't get it there. So that's going to be a fielder's choice. So out at second, and it will be 5-4, and Kane is at first base. Let's try to steal with Lorenzo Kane. See if we can add on here. And we do get the 2 of a kind a couple times, so let's stick with the 4s. We'll roll against the 4s, and he is going to be safe at second base with the steal. So the run and gain am alive and well in this game. It'll be Colton Wong with a runner at second base, and that's 1 out. Runner at second base, 1 out. There's a set of 4s, and Garcia gets a chance to roll against him, and he negates that. That's going to be 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 is a fly ball to right field. And the right fielder is Carlson, and he makes the play. So 2 down now in the inning, and runner at second base, and Narvaez, catcher, to the plate. Got 3 3s here, and let's see if Garcia can negate that. He can't, so it's going to be a base hit to right field for Narvaez. That's his first hit of the game. We're going to try to send the runner home from third, and we get a we get a couple here. Let's hold the 6s and see with the throw, and the throw is too late. And the pinch runner, or the pinch hitter, Kane, comes in to score on the single. That's going to be a base knock with an RBI for Narvaez. And now it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-4. Milwaukee over St. Louis. Having a real hard time here in this 7th inning. 2 down, 1 on. And this is Yelich. Yelich with nothing here. That's going to be 10, 11, plus 7 is 18. 18 is going to be a grounder to the shortstop. Shortstop is DeYoung, and he'll make the play over to first. So we'll say 6-3 on the putout, and he gets Yelich by a step, but not before 3 runs are scored by Milwaukee. It's now 6-4. Milwaukee as we head into the bottom of the inning. We need a new pitcher, right, for St. Louis. Let's grab that. Okay. It was actually Milwaukee, not St. Louis, that needs a new pitcher. So it's going to be Devin Williams. He will be coming in relief of Brandon Woodruff. Garcia came in right here, I think. No, he came in here. So that's going to be almost something there, but not quite. So 10, 12, plus 4 is 16. 16 is a fly ball to right field. And fly ball to right is going to be caught for out number 1. DeYoung is down for the 3rd time in a row. 3 flyouts to right field, so consistency at least. Kinsler, the catcher, grounded out and struck out in this game. I didn't say Williams is a money pitcher, so it's one thing you get with Milwaukee. You get a lot of good pitching. So 3, 5, 6, nothing. So 11 plus 2 is 13 plus 6. That's 16. 16 is going to be a fly to right. No error on the play. So 2 fly balls to right, 2 outs, and it brings up the pitcher spot. Let's go ahead and we'll pinch hit here. Let's find a pinch hitter for. Pinch hitter is Edmundo Sosa. So here is the pitch to Sosa. 2, 3, nothing there. So 11, 12 plus 5 is 17. That'll be a grounder to the second baseman, and second baseman makes the play. Be the 3rd out of the inning as Wong gets it over to first. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Milwaukee against St. Louis. Milwaukee's still up 6-4 as we head to the top of the 8th inning, and we're going to have to get a new pitcher for St. Louis. You can only go 1 inning, and so let's go ahead and get that in play. Okay, new pitcher for St. Louis is going to be Genesis Cabrera. He can go 1 inning, and he is a money pitcher. He'll be facing off against Garcia, Vogelbach, and Urias. Nothing here. 11, 12, 14, 15 is a ground ball or fly out to center field. And remember, we have our excellent center fielder here, so it's going to take a 4 of a kind. So no error on the play. 1 out, and Vogelbach to the plates. 3, 4, 5 doesn't do anything, so it's going to be 9, 10, 11, and 3 is 14. That's a fly ball to left field. Good play by the left fielder, and that'll be 2 down in the game. And it is Urias, the shortstop. He's 2 for 4, 2 for 3. Scored a couple runs. He's got a stolen base. He's sort of done everything here. And he's got a chance at another hit. Let's see if Cabrera can cancel that out, and he can't. And so that's going to be a base knock right up the middle. 3rd hit of the day, 3rd single for Urias, and he is on at first. Jace Peterson at the plate with 3 5s, and chance for another big play here. So that's going to be a base hit, and that is a single, and the runners advance 1 extra base. So he goes to 3rd, and that's going to be a base knock for Jace Peterson. Brings up Teron Taylor. 2, 3, 4, 5. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is an opportunity for a home run, and let's see if this is a 6. It's gone. If not, then we have a chance play, and it is a 6, and that's a 3-run jack for Teron Taylor, the center fielder, as he goes bombs Ola against Cabrera. And that'll be 3 more runs for St. Louis as they take a 6-7-9-4 lead. And we have 2 outs, all this with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. So we get a 3 of a kind here. Let's see if it can be canceled out. It cannot. Looked like it was going to there for a minute. And that's going to be, actually we should have a pinch hitter there, huh? Let's get a pinch hitter for, okay, fresh set of downs here for Keston Hira, pinch hitter against Cabrera. And that's going to be nothing there. So 12, 14, 15, 20. 20 is going to be a grounder to first. First baseman is Goldschmidt, and he just makes the play. So that's going to be 3-1 on the putout, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. St. Louis does get 3, and they add on to the lead. It's going to be 6-7-9-4. And we head to the next inning. Going to need a new pitcher for Milwaukee. New pitcher for Milwaukee is going to be Aaron Ashby, and he should be over here. Sorry. And he is going to try to close out the game. So Ashby against top of the order, Edmund, Goldschmidt, and O'Neill. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, but Edmund unfortunately doesn't have anything to help him there. That's going to be a strikeout. Brings up Goldschmidt, so that's a 1, 2. Got a pair of 4s here. Let's see if we can bank on that a little bit. And nothing there. So 12, 15 plus 8 is 23. 23 is going to be a walk. So a walk there for Goldschmidt. He's at first base. And they need hits desperately. This is going to be O'Neill. He's 1 for 3. Chance for a big hit here. And they can't get it. So that's going to be 12 plus 4 is 16, 17. 17 is a grounder. So let's roll for the double play. Double play here. And that's going to be out here 4-6. And that's 4-6-3. So 2, 3, that's going to be an ending inning double play. And Milwaukee gets out of that one. Let's let Cabrera just go ahead and finish. 2, 3, 4. Nothing there, so it's going to be 5 plus 8 is 13 plus 3 is 19. And that's going to be a grounder to third base, and Arenado makes the play. And that's out number 1. Narvaez, the catcher, stands in, and that's a whole lot of nothing there. So it's 11, 12 plus 4 is 16. And that is a fly ball to right field. No error on the play. And out number 2 brings up Christian Yelich. Yelich is an 0 for 4, and that's going to be 8, 10 plus 4 is 14. That's a fly ball to left. And a fly ball to left is caught. So 3 up, 3 down. Go Milwaukee in the top of the 9th. And one more chance for St. Louis. Ashby's going to close out the game here, and he'll be facing Arenado, Carlson, and Bader. So that's a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. And because Arenado has the power number, he gets a chance to knock it out of the park. And he cannot. So that's going to be a strikeout. So 1 down, and brings up Dylan Carlson. Carlson 0 for 3 on the game. Nothing here, so that's going to be 10 plus 9 is 19, 21, and that's back-to-back case. And Ashby looking to close it out here against Harrison Bader. Bader with a double back in the 2nd inning. Nothing here, so that's going to be 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 5 is 17. It's a ground ball to Colton Wong. Wong makes the play. And that's over to Vogelbach. So Wong putting it to his former team, and that's going to be all she wrote. So 6, 7, 9 to 4. So a good one here, turned into a blowout late. And these are just some of the new rules that I'm trying out for Yaya Tabletop Baseball. If you have any questions or comments about the game, let me know. If you want to play the game, this is version 3. If you want me to send that to you, send an email to onbasebaseball@gmail.com, and I'll get that out to you. We have more than 10 people testing the game, so it's been really good so far. All right, I think that's it from here. Got to get off lunch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.